Yeah, but I forgot to put it in.
No, I mean not interested. You didn't include the $1.
So now I can't even trade. Oh yeah, I can't trade with you. Okay, let's see.
Oh, dang. Oh dear.
You have to do the thing.
Well, I already did the thing, but the thing is that I did not bring my charger today for the Switch, so I'm trying to go and charge it with the laptop, and it kind of does it, but I mean it's not going to be as efficient as the other one. No, Claude, let's continue the game because we can't go ahead and do trade. Well, I mean right now I won't be doing trade-offs just yet.
Oh, fine. Well, let me just upgrade then. But I want to upgrade. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just wait for now. No, because you're not even there yet.
But I'm going there though.
Yeah, but this.
Oh. Sorry, that was a little bit more. Accent. No, that's not even accent. Oh, I didn't even read what that said, and I lost. Oh no. Here you go. Here's $4.
Like that. Yes, that's gonna be very useful with trading with you. Yes.
It's like I guess I have 4 ones now.
Yeah, that.
Oh, there you go. Well, I guess it's animal abuse. How dare you? You would hit the poor kitty.
Like that, it's fine. Oh,
No, an animal abuse is never. Well, nah, I know you don't mean it that way, but it's like, nah,
I mean,
you can't throw dice at cats.
I think. I mean, but in the game it is. Fine.
Yes, it's metallic, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, I went into set thing, but you're still all the way over there, so you're taking way too long.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry that I'm 2 tons, and it's like very difficult to go and like shuffle this entire weight.
No, it's fine. No.
I think I'm gonna end up doing that when I go and get home. Just gonna go and just flop over, and just be like, oh, I die.
Like that. Okay, so where? Well, I have to move first, so let's see.
Like that. That just tapped at the very tip of your tail. That was a lot of alliteration.
Yeah.
Wait, God, you get to go and land on my lemon cake space.
Oh. Like that.
Oh yeah, I do have the. Dang it! I could have actually upgraded that and actually made that worse. I forget that I technically, I do have a monopoly technically.
Oh.
You can tell that I'm technically playing, but unfortunately I'm not properly focusing. So whoopsie.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, glad. All right, let's see what I can go ahead and do. I really hope that we can go ahead and like complete this game before the Switch dies. So whoopsie doopsie on my side for not being prepared for our first play together, but we'll manage. If like worst comes to worst, then we can probably go and continue this off in another episode.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. It's still kind of, because I don't actually know if it like saves your progress, but it's kind of weird if it just straight up doesn't. Because
who does that? Wait, Clay, you give me 2 of your 4s.
Of my what?
Of your 4.
My what?
Oh, you got 4 once in the last round. When I landed on the space, I gave you 4, and then I ended up getting 2 of those.
I thought you were saying like the money symbol was called 4 or something like that.
No.
Oh yeah, I can't do anything. So I have to wait.
Oh, well, I never.
What do you mean?
It's like you can't do anything. That kind of that sounds like the opposite of what like Jebel says. Like I can do anything.
Well, now I can do anything.
Okay, you silly clown. You silly clown, Claude. Jeez. God. Okay. Oh, hey, those used to go to be my bombs in the last round.
Oh yeah, that's true. No, I don't have that much money though, so I have to be very careful.
Oh, glad, yes.
I want to go in jail for the rest of the game.
No, you glad you can't do that. No. Actually, let me see here real quick. So, okay, let's go ahead and do that then. Okay. Actually, I guess right now while this is going,
you're already setting up your expensive bombs.
yeah, God, of course. Again, I'm a very high risk, high reward kind of person. So, yes, I expect you to go and land on my bombs and do the explodes.
Like that, I want to explode.
Yeah, Clyde, you'll be like Daffy Duck when he explodes and then his beak goes backwards.
Oh,
Yeah, oh dear.
yes, that's what you get yourself. Now you have to pay me.
Yes, I have to go bankrupt.
See, Clint, I knew you were gonna mortgage the Browns anyway.
Yeah, glad, of course. Why can I not? Oh, okay, I was like, why is it not working?
Yeah, because I still have one of them.
Okay, no, because the thing is that I have to go and like darken the switch to kind of like preserve it a little bit. So I'm having a little trouble seeing some of these colors right now.
Oh yeah, they should have made them more contrasting colors.
Yeah. Like a neon pink, and then like a burnt orange.
Well, no, more like neon pink and then like dark blue or something like that.
Yeah, glad. Here you go. Here's $100.
My thing is, I can get 1,000 chicken nuggets with that.
I like how you're always accurate on that. You always go ahead and get like one chicken nugget for every 10 cents.
Actually, I don't think that's true. I think I would probably only be able to get like 800 because of like taxes or something.
Yeah, we're a monopoly world. Well, never mind. I was gonna say there's no such thing as taxes in this, but I'm like, there's literally one space where like if you accidentally touch it with your pinky toe, you get charged like $100. I'm like, never mind.
Yeah, and then there's another one that makes you pay 200 or something like that for no reason.
Yeah, class. Okay, so I got my 200 back. Okay, so you're in the bomb space.
Yeah, but it's fine because I got like my
smelly raccoon evading all my spaces, all my bombs.
Yeah, well, because you put them too early, that's why. Advance if utility? Oh. Mike, yes, that's very good.
Yeah. So since you own it, all you do is just you basically go to the electric company. But since Go is on the way, you got the $200.
Okay, that's very good.
Okay. Actually, now that I think about it, we did technically go ahead and decide to play Monopoly on a whim. So technically, this is our first game together. And should I spoil like what technically we will be playing next after this?
Oh yeah, because I already mentioned that we're going to play Resident Evil 5.
You've already announced it? You already... Oh.
Yeah,
I'm making it sound like we're having a baby shower or something.
Also, you made me land on your space.
Oh, sorry, didn't even notice. But there, yay, Cloud, yes, you get to go ahead and buy all my lemon cake.
Nick, I don't like lemons. They're my least favorite.
What do you mean? What kind of preposterous thing is this?
Yeah, well, I only like... Because like, actually it's not... lemons actually aren't really that bad, honestly. I guess it's just... like on their own, like lemon candy and stuff like that. It's like I don't like it, but like lemon cake on the other hand, like that can be kind of nice, but it has to be more sweet in that case. Like it can't be sour, I guess. Yeah. But even then, like sour, like lemon candy, I don't like them. Like the yellow Skittles, I think those are the worst ones. Like who even likes those?
Oh, I'm just kidding.
I know you, because I know you like them.
Well, yeah, Cled, yes, I always like the warm colored anything. So yes, but yeah, Cled, no, I did mention lemon cake. Wait, did I actually say lemon? Yeah,
I think you said lemon pie or something.
No, not lemon pie. Well, I actually tried it, and it typically ends up being more. It's sour. I guess it's considered sour.
Lemon cake?
Lemon pie.
Lemon pie? Well, but there's like lemon meringue pie or stuff like that, which is like way better.
I'm not.
I think meringue is just like kind of like fancy whipped cream or something like that, I think.
I guess.
Not really. I mean, it's much more to it, but like it's a fancy thing that's super tasty and it's really fluffy.
Yeah, glad just like you, yes.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah, glad. Okay, glad. I was gonna go ahead and say so. Yes, that actually reminds me. Yes, you gotta go ahead and do more desserts, more pastries, because it's summer.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, yeah, you gotta do a lemon meringue pie now, because I have never. Well, I probably have tasted it before, but I don't remember. So, you gotta bake one so that we can go and try it out.
Well, yeah, but of course. I don't like when I go visit you and stuff. Of course.
Okay, fine, yes.
But like,
at this point, yes, we have.
I think we'll probably make like a raspberry cheesecake or something like that first, though, because that sounds way better first.
Okay, so. What was I gonna say? So yes, lots of tasty treats. What else was I gonna go and say? Because I am kind of noticing that it may die out before we can go ahead and put like a finale or wait. I'm sidetracking really hard on a lot of different stuff. Okay, so in regards to, dang, my brain's just going all over the place right now. I actually am not quite sure on like my train of thought and everything. Okay, so taking a step back to what a previous conversation, the idea of the next playthrough, if you already announced it with Resident Evil 5, that was the intended first game that we would go ahead and do. But like I mentioned, like I actually didn't mind playing the game together. But I don't know, like the idea of playing Monopoly together, it's not quite Mario Party, but it's definitely very well, it has that Mario Party feel where we're both basically just kind of like barking at each other and just being like, "Dad, how dare you take my $10? I was just gonna go and spend it on my next like Gucci purse or something."
Mike, then I mean, yeah, Cloud, of course, because I mean, this technically is a lot like Mario Party because they're both board game type games. I think that. Although, because the thing is, it's also we could technically play Mario Party at some point, but I haven't really like fully still looked into like the way that the net play things works. But if you want, like afterwards, I can send you. Okay, I thought I landed one of your bombs again. Okay.
We'll discuss Mario Party at a later time, sure.
Yeah, because I don't think it's too complicated, but I do think I should. Like, I just need to send you like the links to the stuff. Also, why I keep going to jail, but that's actually kind of good for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're technically like as soon as you get out of jail, you're on the way to the bombs, kiddo. So.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of true.
Okay. So again, no, like Mario Party, don't worry about it. We'll just go and touch base more on that later. Actually, okay. So bringing back to topical stuff with Nintendo. So yes, hot water with Nintendo. Yes, to a lot of things that are going on. One of the things that you were mentioning, where it's just like, oh wow, you guys canceled something that was supposed to be in a sense like a charity event. So it's like, well, I guess it's very bad. On a more consumer side, like for I guess your average everyday person, you do have the situation, for example, where just like, okay, there are a lot of games that have been produced, that have been made. It's been years since these games came out. Nothing else has been done with them. There's no talks about remakes. There's no talks about them being upgraded, anything like that. But you still get penalized for trying to go ahead and like do anything with those old games. Specifically, let's go ahead and just to keep it simple, Mario Party. So I know Melee was the one that actually is the thing that's in the spotlight right now. But something like Mario Party also like falls into that kind of category where it's just like, okay, you guys have not remastered, you have not done anything really to like Mario Party 1, 2, and 3. The last thing you did do with those games was the top 100. And even then, it's not like a full Mario Party game. It's just a bunch of like what you guys consider the best ones, and you just like combine them into one game to buy it all over again. So if like for example 2 people are like, hey, you want to go and play like Mario Party 1, 2, or 3, and it's like, yeah, but how do we do that? It's like, let's use netplay, let's go and use a special server or like a special tool to go ahead and do this online. And Nintendo's like, no, you can't go ahead and do that because That's not the way that we intended you guys to go and play.
Mhm.
It's like, but this game's already like 20 years old. What else do you expect to go ahead and do this? Like, uh, if you don't want us to go ahead and play it, then give us the means to go ahead and be able to play it again. But obviously, like optimize, like do something with it at this point.
Yeah, Clan, of course, and I mean, yeah, because of course that's definitely another issue because they really have like a lot of really bad like just like policies and decisions and stuff. They have really nice games, but like they actually really are behind the times with a lot of stuff. Like even just like their system with the Switch, like it's really nice and very interesting, but like they don't even put like themes and like when you compare it to like the other, like I remember when I first like played like the Wii, and then I first played like the PS3, I was like really surprised at the fact that like with the PS3 it already had its own internet browser that was pretty simple, and it already had like it had the option for you to like put music while you were playing games and stuff. And like it had a ton of really like nice little things and stuff. You could put like your own backgrounds and stuff, like its own themes that you made up. Whereas the Wii at the time, because the Wii came out at the time where it was competing with the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 at the time, so it's easy to compare like all of those. They're in the same era basically. So it's like, yeah, like the Nintendo's like really far behind with stuff like that too. And then it's funny too because you have a ton of kids that just play like the PS3 and they're like playing Call of Duty and all that. So it's like, to some degree, it's like kids are gonna play whatever they want most of the time. And then like there's surprisingly more adults in like Nintendo stuff than they probably think there actually is. I guess I don't know. Maybe in time they'll advance more and like also because like yeah, going back more to like the decisions that they do with like all the Mike, I didn't even realize that you landed on one of my bombs. But yeah, like all the stuff like what was it like? I guess it's just that they what was it, the Mike, is there anything special that happens when you get exactly 3? Like all the same? Oh, that's the teleport one, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just go all the way over here, right?
Yeah, glad.
But because like if I go here, I get the chance, right? The chance thing.
I don't. You can try, but I don't think it'll allow you. You'll only be able to choose a property to land on.
Oh, okay. So I guess I'll just go here. But yeah, that there was something that I wanted to mention, but I kind of forgot already about the Nintendo's bad decisions and all that. But I guess it's fun. Like you already get the point with all that.
Okay. Well, I mean, like it's just because like there's a lot of things like we've had this conversation before, but I mean, obviously this is like new to the recording, so to speak. But it's the idea where like we truly do like would I say the company? No, I think that's generalizing it. We like a lot of the things that have come out from Nintendo, so to speak. And I think it does have a very good personality, but like it really does go and take several steps back in what it wants to go ahead and do. So it's just kind of like, for example, like how you mentioned right now, it's just like the lack of themes and like the customization, things like that. Just like at this point, you really would have expected like a lot of these things to already be like standard, but you're having a lot of people like, no, you can't have like all these other things, and it really makes the, like in this case, the Switch, like I really do like this system, but it's rather dry. So it's like, yeah.
Wait, we bumped heads right there.
Okay, yes. Yeah, so you're also your dinosaur-sized cat. Or maybe a cat-sized dinosaur.
Well, because I don't know. I mean, they're like the size of houses from what I think, kind of. Because if in the other mode, you could see how big they kind of are.
Yeah.
So what should I do here? I guess I'll just keep having these up as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but yes. No, yes. I hope you land at one of these. Yes.
Why, yes.
Also, a mosquito bit me. I'm very mad about that.
Well, yeah, you have very delicious blood.
But I hate it. Like, because it's the same thing as like a vampire, like just like biting your neck and then like saying, "Oh no, I'm dying from blood loss," and then like, and then the vampire just says, "I'm sorry, your blood is just so delicious" or something. I mean, that sounds like the plot of like the Twilight movies or something like that.
Well, yeah, Clark, it's like, oh shucks, do tell me more about my blood. It's just like, yes, it's filled with iron. It's very, well, I don't know how to compliment blood. That is a very odd thing, but yeah, it's probably somebody's kink, but we'll see. Yeah, let's see what you got there. Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah, I was just like, maybe, but yes.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
Nickland, I was. Nickland, of course I have to land on one of the. Oh, why is it so much? I didn't actually know there were that much.
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess I should have upgraded. Well, it's because it's expensive. But... Fine, I'll remove some of these. I guess I have to remove a lot of them, but of course, like all of a sudden everything turns around just like that.
Yeah, Clyde, yes. Yes, I am Koopa Clyde. I am the master of change, so yes. Yeah, Clay, you can go to be a rebuttal. You're going to be like more like the master of like sticky poo-poo heads.
You're not the master of that. That's smelly. You're not that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, so you're the smelly cat. So yes, you're the master.
But I was trying to be nice.
Right. So then tell me who's the? Never mind. I was gonna say like then who's the master? I'm like probably like a certain orange. So it's like okay, never mind.
Yeah.
That's actually well, I mean, like that's actually been pretty political for like the very first episode. But it's like yeah, it's fine. It like at least we go ahead and like establish like our. Oh, what are you doing?
I'm gonna give you all these.
Aren't those like? Oh yeah, those are all mortgaged.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Okay, fine. I do have a little bit of an upset when it comes to this. So I only have about like 6% on battery life, and I'm like, oh dear.
Yeah, that's okay. If it ends up turning off, then that's fine. That'll be it.
We can go ahead and make it into like a podcast situation.
Yeah, fine. Because I imagine like a lot of people, like even just like you know like other YouTubers and stuff. I'm pretty sure a lot of people do that too, where they just like listen to the stuff.
I guess we can go ahead and talk about many other interesting ideas and theories. Like we've already talked about death, so it's like might as well keep on going.
Yeah, fine.
I was gonna mention this is just like a tiny little observation. I like how the $50 bill is purple and the 500 one is orange. It's like, hey, if you add one big zero, then yes, it becomes orange. So.
Hey, fun. Wait, what? Sorry.
Yeah, you're a 50 and I'm a 500.
What? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, because the 50 is purple and the 500 is orange.
Oh, okay. Like this.
What's going on here?
So... I'm giving you brown, so that completes your browns. You get the pinks. Like those fast. Is it because because of the train was there, huh?
Yes, I saw the trains and I was like, I am going all for it. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Like that.
Oh boy, I pressed the wrong button. Button.
Which one? Did that even reopen? I guess it was that one probably, because I did mortgage all the pink ones.
Hey, you're all staying in death. You're all staying in limbo, so none of you are going to be resuscitated right now.
Like that. So so basically we're back to like how what happened last time with our last game.
Yeah, Clyde.
That's how we create our legacy.
I like how we both just have it on both sides of the. Oh wait, no. I guess you're going to be investing on the green side too. Okay.
Yeah, cool. You have like one little area with a lot of bombs, and I have like a widespread area with not as big bombs, but also still bombs.
Yeah, Clint, I gotta treat it like a Bowser's place. Like it's not very often that you land on it, but when you land on it, then I go ahead and do a little dance, and then I'm going to be like, I guess you gotta go ahead and bring me lots of stuff, otherwise I get to go ahead and sit on everybody.
Okay, but then there's also because sometimes when you land on the Bowser space, it's like the one that says like, oh yes, give everyone 1,000 stars or something, and he just runs away.
But yeah, Clint, no, I don't have no money like that. Oh,
Wait, it was super like it just pushed everything.
like yes, giant dinosaur-sized cat ended up like tackling into houses.
Why do I always have to land? Well, this is actually the first time in this match, so but still.
Yeah, Clint. Yeah, I think you do have the unfortunate casualty where you actually land on those more often.
Yeah, but that was like last time. This time thankfully hasn't happened as much.
Yeah, Clint. Let's see. So I mean, yeah, now there's just gonna be a bunch of empty space, but it's fine. Like once we want to go around the corner, then that's where it starts getting more like.
Yeah, fun. In fact, I think you'll probably be getting to those areas soon for me.
What is this doing? Oh,
It's the bus.
Okay, I will advance 3 squares. This is actually the first time that well, not the first time, but I mean, it's one of the few times that I've actually like stopped and I'm like, okay, what is this actually saying? Because I was just like, press A. I don't actually know what's going on there, so just A.
Okay. I'm gonna hope that I don't land onto one of your spaces.
You can, since you got triples.
Well, what do you mean?
Yeah, you can choose whatever space you want to go on. Yeah, you have 3 of a kind.
Wait,
Yeah, glad.
I'm very lucky because I think that's the third time that happened this round. This match.
Glad, yes. Okay, what does this get me?
I think it
guess
gets you
I get to
chance.
avoid all your. Oh, wait,
I think it's your chance time, no?
I thought I was gonna give you chance time.
Maybe because of the Monopoly guy, like it teleports you to the space still.
Stinky hairy Monopoly man making me land on space.
Wait,
looking like Pringles from cans. What else can I go ahead and?
You have the trains.
Like, okay, no,
and the
I
houses.
more trains.
That's all that you have left. I think it's just the train and the houses.
There's something about that. Just like that's all you have left, just the train and the houses. Ah, dang it.
Hey, yes. Well, you did land on one of the bombs, so. Yes.
It's not as big as my bombs. The other
Yeah,
one
of course.
costing 800. So.
Because yeah, that's kind of because I made it more widespread, so that's why.
Yeah, like you got a wide rump.
Like fun, you can't be saying such things. This is a Christian broadcast show.
Everybody knows that you can get all stinky. So it's no secret.
4 spaces. I'm so mad because they do like this weird angle where you can't see anything. Well, I guess you could still count them, but still. So I guess 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess 4 is the best option for me.
I guess.
So now I get to make these even stronger. Wait, how much do you have to pay for these? Oh, it's the same. So I guess it's kind of more worth it to upgrade these then, isn't it?
You could if I were to go and land on those and everything.
I'll upgrade like one of those and then I'll upgrade this one.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, what am I doing on my side with my $14?
You're gonna land on one of my spaces. That's what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna ignore all your spaces.
No,
I actually.
Wait, did you?
I landed on one of them.
Yes. Oh,
Well,
Yes,
so
I
you can
told
hear
you.
the happiness in your voice.
My strategy is really good, yes.
It's just like, oh, you're going to hear the happy sounds of a raccoon taking somebody else's money. It's like, oh yes, Tom Nook. Yes.
Yes, he would love this game too.
Wow,
You're
by
missing
$1.
$1. You can trade with me real quick if you want. I'll give you the $1.
Okay. Yeah, so that way we have like very even numbers. Give me $1.
Like that.
I have to offer something.
Oh,
I offer,
you have to?
I think so, because it's not giving me any options to do anything
Oh,
else.
then never mind. I don't think it's possible then.
No, but we have very, like, bro, these are prime numbers. Nobody likes those.
Well, I guess you have to sell a train. Or a house.
No, I never do the trains. It's ridiculous.
Like that.
Yeah, bro, me selling trains is just like, oh yes, I gave up on bigness. It's like, no.
Okay.
Your turn starts.
Well, I think I've won at this point, mostly. Unless...
Just
Because-
shush you.
Like that. Well, like that, because like you, this is kind of like what happened last time, where like you why, oh, okay, it was taking a while. Those are all your spaces, but I don't want to land on any of them. But I guess I'll go in 5. But yeah, because this is kind of what happened last time, because like you're removing all your houses.
Yeah, fine.
Excellent.
I'm sorry, the fact that like the cars just keep on like wiping in and out. It's just like,
The what?
not sure if you're able to hear the sound effects from the game, but I like the fact that it keeps on whooshing every single time you try to like switch between properties.
The what happened?
There's a sound effect where like the cars keep on whooshing.
Oh, I don't think I ever heard that much.
Hey, glad. Let me see here. Well, why wouldn't I take this offer? I will go into 200.
You skipped everything up.
Hey, glad. Yes, I took my leggy real far out for that one. Oh, Jesus.
You know what you're doing.
How?
I imagine you
Okay.
prefer being on this
Why play? Yes, you get to go and rub your fur against that very disgruntled old man.
Like that, I don't want to do.
Yeah, bro, but he needs company.
I guess it's fine, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give him company, but I'm not gonna do that.
It's like I'll sit here, but not touch.
Maybe. Also, it's funny because it's kind of like what cats do all the time too.
Okay, of course. Okay, so I only have like 1% battery left, so at this point, I can't do anything about this. So, actually, I'll see what I can go and do with this like final throw.
Okay. Because as soon as the battery runs out, like it's okay, like it'll probably like automatically end itself. Which oh, okay, I thought I already did. But nah, it's fine. Like my side will still kind of like be up, so it won't just abruptly end.
I'm glad. I just want to see what's gonna happen with this last one though.
Hey, because for all you, well, yeah, because technically I could still like run into your spaces and
Someone already owns
like right now.
time to
Yeah, glad. Yes, I was waiting exactly for that. I was gonna say I get the last laugh, but it's like, no, that's not true at all. Because yes, I'm technically gonna go ahead and kick the bucket as soon as.
Like you're not gonna kick the bucket.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna kick the bucket. It's a nice, it's nice, loud and noisy.
shake the dice and see what the future holds for you.
But I still don't like it.
Where's this bucket so you cannot kick it?
Well, like that because it's like saying that you're gonna pass and all that.
No, you can't. I'm not gonna go and do that.
Exactly.
Perhaps
Why-
you should manage your portfolio.
Okay, I don't know what that's going on. There you go.
Like that.
Yeah, my house got zapped by lightning. Very good.
Like that. What do you
I got
mean?
the poo-poo dinosaur trophy.
Oh. Like that. Well, there you go. Yes, I won. I always win money games.
That was actually one of the reasons I wanted to go and do it because at least it saves the progress, and then that way it's just like, oh yes, you get more achievements and possibly unlocking something.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let's see. I got the airplane.
Oh, did you actually unlock it?
I think so. It says reward airplane.
Right, fine. I know that there is an achievement where you want to go and get like lots of three of a kinds, which you did. So
Yeah, it was that one.
right, it's very good. And you did it all in one game, so that's actually very impressive. So
Mhm.
but,
Wait. Okay.
yes,
Okay.
one purpose always mandatory.
Okay. But in the case, I'm gonna end the recording, so that's gonna be like the outro. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say, goodbye to all the poop weenie heads that are watching. Okay, now I pressed the recording. So basically, what happened? Like, so basically, what happened is that something happened to Dusky's thing, and then we had to like recall or something like that. And he wanted to like say thing. We wanted to do proper like outro kind of thing.
Well, it doesn't actually going to be so proper. It's just like it's whatever go ahead and comes from the soul, from the heart. So yeah, like, you have to go ahead and say whatever you feel in your heart,
Wait.
in your kingdom hearts.
Oh,
Yeah, yes, you got to become Sora. You got to be like, my friends are my power, and then you go ahead and start smacking things with your oversized key.
like this. I don't feel like it. He has like weird clothes. Like his shoes are way too big.
He has Sonic feet where you go ahead and take them off and just like, oh good god. It's just like,
Like that's terrible.
That reminds me of all the like silly like the more I can't well yeah, technically the more kinkier stuff. It's just like, look at the crinkly feet. It's just like, I guess. I can't believe it. Just like, I guess I brought Koopa back just to go ahead and say all of this for the outro. It's just like, I guess that's a wonderful way to finish it off. Talk about Sora's stinky feet.
Like I don't want to talk about this.
Okay, we'll talk about your stinky feet.
Like I don't like stinky feet.
Okay, fine. We won't talk about stinky feet. We'll talk about like how well. Actually, this episode was very interesting and very nice. It was actually not like I guess we had a conversation about this beforehand, where it's just like, okay, this might actually going to be kind of like an intimidating experience, because just like it's kind of difficult to multitask the idea of playing a game. Monopoly is not anything that's too. It doesn't require as much focus. But I will admit, if we probably would have focused a little bit more on the game, some things probably could have been avoided. But that's, I guess, part of the whole, like, the thing I mentioned, like, just human. Like, of course, there's going to be, like, certain flub-ups every so often. And, like, even the computers in Mario Party go ahead and do it. Like, that's why you have those, like, Luigi Just Nothing videos. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, but, and, I mean, yeah, because there's a lot of, like, things that happen and all that, but no, I mean, I think like this all round went pretty well. I'm actually kind of surprised like how quickly it did go. But I think it was really nice and stuff. So yeah.
Good, of course. So, all I can go ahead and say for this one is like I'm actually very happy and very honored in a way where it's just like, yes, I'm very happy that this is like the very first episode that we technically have done together. So it'll be nice to kind of like go back to this episode and just go and be like, wow. They were talking about a lot of like a lot of smelly. They had a lot of smelly conversations like that for the first talk. It's like, yes, when we were young, yes.
Like I wasn't smelling when I was younger. I mean, I guess I technically did, but like, I don't want to talk about that.
No, I'm not saying that we actually smelled like when we were younger. I'm pretty sure we did because we were kids and we were running outside. What I mean is like our conversations ended up like delving a lot of times to like, yes, stinky, smelly. Things, and like we'll be on YouTube like for like 50 years later. We're gonna be like old men. It's just like, oh yes, this is still Dusky and this is Likey. It's like I remember the first video we did and we were talking about smelly stuff. And it's like, oh yes, very good.
Like that, alright then. Yes, alright then. Yeah, I think it'll take a bit of getting used to, because it is definitely like a bit of a thing where I'm like trying to get used to because like when I'm like doing streams, it's not that I put on like I definitely don't put on like a persona or that like that, or anything like that, but I do think I put on a bit of a mask on, so to speak, and so people watching this will probably see like, oh, like he's like more different than when he's like streaming on his own or something like that.
Yeah.
And obviously it's because I'm like being able to do it with you and all that. So it's more comfortable and much more like free flowing and all that kind of stuff, and I don't really have to worry about as many things. But at the same time, it's also a little bit stressful, only because I guess it's just like trying to think about like, well, how do I approach this exactly? But it's not a bad thing. I guess it's just like I've never really actually done something like this, so it is definitely more of like a new kind of thing. That's why.
Yeah, Cloud, of course. And I guess that's a good message to go and put into like the first episode, so to speak, where, like you mentioned, putting on a facade for all this. I think it's just like it's very human to want to go and put your first step forward and go to make like a very good first impression. It's like, by all means, that's perfectly fine. I think we really should be forgiving for ourselves and other people as well. We're just like, to understand, like, it's very stressful to go ahead and come up with a very strong to go and come off strong at the very first step, but also keeping in mind, it's like, do bear in mind that this is going to be something that's being recorded and the future generations will go and see it and la 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 la. And it's like, it is a tall order to go ahead and try to serve up. Some people can actually go ahead and do it on the first try. They don't care about that. And not that I want to say that I want to also not care about it, but it's something like we mentioned before. It's like, rather than us trying to go ahead and like hype it up or try to like play it, but like just like, oh, I don't care about this, like you guys can watch this or not. I was like, I don't care either way. So it's like, no, like we honestly do want to go ahead and put on something fun for everyone to go ahead and watch, but we also want to remind ourselves, it's like, we're human first. We're obviously going to go ahead and make a lot of mistakes. We're going to go ahead and have some awkward conversations here and there. Sometimes we might say something that might slip out, just like, oops, that's not gonna, we won't be able to go and edit that one out. Different things like that. But like, it's also kind of like exciting in a way, because like I know that I made like the old man conversation, but it's the idea that it's like, yeah, we're gonna go and have a lot of other fun times like this. We're probably gonna have some conversations where like we're like playing Mario Kart, and it's just like, do you want to go and talk about like trauma and like past like bad experiences in this conversation? It's like, but we're playing Mario Kart. It's like yeah, but I want to get all negative right now. It's like, it'll happen, and it's perfectly fine. I kind of want to use this whole experience, not that I want to use it like as a diary, but just, we've already been having these conversations naturally, like on a day-to-day basis, but now we get to go ahead and like possibly like open up like a window, just like, hey, if you guys want to go ahead and join in and listen on to like two strangers on two different parts of the world, like go ahead and talk to each other, like by all means, you're welcome to go ahead and do so. Conversations are just going to be all over the place. They can go to be very concise. They can be pretty much just one topic the entire conversation, but like the very fact that people are out there listening to this is like, thank you, you've given us a bit of time to connect. Like, even if you may not agree with some of the things we might go ahead and say, it's like, well, thank you for at least giving us the time to go ahead and like listen out to us. And we hope that we can go to get more, if anything, like we hope to go to be a little bit more hopeful for some people out there. Like, just give a little bit of a warmful experience.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, because like you're basically like putting like out like all the kind of like the kind of stuff that I've always been trying to do on like the channel and like streaming and all that kind of stuff. You basically said like all the things I pretty much wanted to do. It's just I'm not very good at like talking about stuff like that when I'm doing like the streams on my own, so I don't really mention stuff like that as much.
Yeah,
but yeah, and I'm pretty sure a ton of people actually will appreciate you a ton. I think if anything, like you would be like it's a great balance. It's like the thing that I mentioned before, where like, it's not to say, of course, like like I know that you have like the thing where it's like, oh, like no, like like no one should really be like, oh, like two parts of like the same soul or something. Like, no, not like that kind of stuff, but I mean more so just like kindred spirits or something like that. That's what I mean.
But of course, I guess bouncing off on your idea for that one, By all means, Pip, I think you've actually been doing a very good job when it comes to like solo playthroughs, and I actually look forward to you actually doing some plays for you to go and keep on doing more of those, like on your own time. Like I'll go ahead and obviously jump in for co-op and help out with a lot of different things, but uh, like this message is for you specifically, but it's also for whoever needs to go ahead and hear it in regards to that. Um, Definitely don't lose sight of who you are. Like, do embrace your talents, your abilities, things like that. It is kind of difficult to go ahead and do things on your own. Um, so that's why it's trying to go ahead and practice those skills to go ahead and be able to go ahead and make yourself uh, a stronger individual by yourself on your own, and to also learn how to communicate with others, how to go ahead and balance off other ideas. So I do understand that you've wanted me to go ahead and join on, just because like we have very good chemistry between the two of us. So you do enjoy that. I'm still gonna go ahead and like keep on like, and still going to keep on like marking you because like yeah, you're stronger than you realize. You actually have quite a lot of wonderful traits in regards to that. Our conversation, our chemistry is a little bit more. I wouldn't say all over the place. It just kind of mishmashes, but like we typically end up going for like more hopeful stuff, more thought provoking, more comical, more pee pee poo poo butt stuff, things like that. Um, on your own, you have a whole completely different chemistry, and that's perfectly fine. That's just again, um, don't bash. It's just like, well, what do you mean you're just like the color purple? That's kind of lame. It's like purple has like a lot of beautiful things. If you mix it in with a different color, if you do orange and purple, it's like, wow, that's actually very nice and pretty. It's like, yes, but don't forget that like the two colors separately are also very, very powerful and very good. So yeah, Clat, like I mentioned before, we're not two halves of one another. We're two whole people. And yeah, Clat, I just the same way that you have certain admiration for me, I'm very happy that I have someone like you in my life, and I hope that I can go to keep on having that kind of like same sentimental as we go through like this entire experience.
Yeah, definitely, and yeah, for all that, like, and I'm really thankful for that, and I'm really glad that I can have you do all these kinds of things too, so that way, because this is something that I wanted to do on my own anyways, but like being able to do with you too, it'll definitely help a lot. So, yeah, that up. But also, I don't know if I'll actually like be able to like edit all of this to like. I mean, I technically can, but I don't know if I should, because it is like a ton of stuff. It's about to be 12 minutes, and it's like a lot of things that are added onto that.
Okay, so me and my naivety, because I don't know how like this whole editing thing works, I'm assuming you can probably go ahead and grab just the audio. You can go ahead and get like a picture of, you can get a GIF of a raccoon dancing or like doing something kind of whimsical. You slap it into the video, and then you just add the audio. So it's just us talking over a raccoon doing silly stuff.
Like, so the thing about that is that I'm not actually too sure how to do something like that. I don't know how to isolate the audio, and also because like Monopoly has still been like in the background, like it's still just in the main menu, so you could still hear like the music in the background, like the super funny jazz music. And then sometimes like the announcer is like saying like, so I don't know, he just pops in sometimes and says something, but the audio is definitely lower than both of us, so it shouldn't be like popping in much. It shouldn't be as annoying, I don't think. Hopefully. But yeah, that because I did like while we're in the middle of doing all this stuff, like I was actually thinking like oh, maybe like this actually sounds like a really good idea to like not have like the Monopoly stuff in the background, so that way I could try and like put like some different music in the background, and then like something else in the background, like maybe some gameplay from like some other thing or something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, glad there's a lot of different options, and like I mentioned, not only is our conversations going to be, I wouldn't say again. I need to go ahead and come up with something else besides all over the place or random. I need to go in and start getting at the thesaurus. Good lord, a thesaurus, and try to come up with some other ideas. But anyways, so yeah, like it's just going to be a learning experience for both of us in different ways. I myself will have to go and pick up on some other things as well, but still, Claudius, I think it will be kind of interesting going ahead and like seeing all this progress over time. But thankfully, yeah, like once we go ahead and get something down, it should be pretty easy to go and pick up afterwards. We're very adaptable.
Yeah, but I don't think it should be that bad or anything. But yes, so I'm gonna stop recording now, so then that'll be it. I'll probably like I don't know how I don't know how I'm gonna edit it, honestly. But I guess we'll see and stuff. So
Hey, it's fine. We have plenty of time to go ahead and work this out. So yeah, there's no stress. We can always go ahead and just take it one step at a time. So that'll be okay, Glenn.